Hello guys, welcome back. Thank you very much for staying with me. Thank you family for being here today and choosing to watch this video today. Today we want to talk about agriculture. We are going out, we are going to a show to look how agriculture practices are practiced outside. One of the reasons as to why we are doing this is to learn more about agriculture, to get to know new things, new techniques, plants, and just new ways of doing agriculture. Generally, there were a lot of things to learn. There are different crops, and just by showing you around, I'll be walking with you, and I'll be showing you different types of plants that we found there. And I might not be able to zoom all the names, but for example, the onions there, these are there's onions, the salads, as you can see. It's a big place, so there are so many people that are passing by, so you will excuse me for that. We have the salad, we have the cabbages, and their names and the duration. Learned about the names, the duration that it takes, and farming techniques that can make you grow cabbages this big. For example, mulching. These people use a lot of mulching to preserve water in the soil and nutrients in the soil, and therefore this cabbage here was planted. It will be harvested just within like 3 months, and it's amazing how fast they grow. We had the spinach, if you can see just in front there. There we have besides the cabbage is spinach, and they were very healthy. I've never seen spinach this big. And as we were talking to the person that was taking us around, they were telling us how to plant the spinach from the seed bed to where it is grown to that point. It is amazing. And then we had skuma wiki.
Skuma wiki, it's called tausi. Hey, this is good. This is beautiful.
Yeah, these ones were also very interesting. They are big. They're called tausi skuma wiki. So we learned a little about them, and then we went ahead to see other types.
Also known as Osuga locally.
Can just walk with me and listen and see different types of plants that are here.
And it's a bit bitter. But mostly we make with something called a pot, the slimy one, to make it. But it's so tasty. Yeah? Now, for anybody who has never seen cotton plant, have you ever seen a cotton plant?
Cotton.
This is a cotton plant. This is
Oh.
cotton. Yeah. So this is how they plant cotton. Then when it's ready, they harvest. There's a seed. Yeah.
It's a plant.
It's a plant.
It's a plant.
Cotton is a plant.
What?
Yes. You did know.
Ooh.
Pay me for the information.
Yeah. After that, after we've seen the plants, we were out to buy some things. It's always good to promote agriculture. So here we were buying hibiscus tea, which is also good for lowering blood pressure and some other nutritional values. And then from that stand, we went to the other side of the farms, and here we got different things to look at. We had the sweet potatoes, different varieties of sweet potatoes, different varieties of cassava, and I learned that you can grow different cassavas, and their duration will be different, their production period is different. Then we had the sorghum, different types of sorghum, and then there was a lot of varieties when it comes to maize. There's this early maturity, there's small, like fruit-like, there's big, there's late maturities. There were a lot of varieties of maize, And normally when I plant maize where I am, I just go to the agrovet and ask for a maize variety. But there I learned a lot about different types of varieties. Then there was this part of the farm that was having like DIYs, where they used old genes to plant vegetables. They use sacks, they use anything that you can see around to plant, and it was really actually interesting. Like here we were talking about the tires, and I was just telling the farm guy there that it can be used also in different ways. We went ahead and we were looking at these were, let me check, these were tomatoes, and then we have cucumber, and the cucumbers were, some of them were grown and overgrown, and then there was that one that was not so grown. So this was just learning about cucumbers generally. And then we had beans, different type of beans. And then ahead there we had sesame seeds. Sesame seeds, I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure, but I think it's called sesame seeds.
But at the end of it, so flowers again.
Then we learned about groundnuts and how to grow groundnuts. I normally grow groundnuts a lot, but this was a new insight. I got a new insight of how important it is to cover the roots and the flowering. What the flowering tells you about what the flowering tells you about the groundnut production.
So when it's ready, it's time.
It was really a lot to learn, and I wish I could write all the notes, but it was extremely insightful, and it was something that we could do as a family and get out and see different things. Here we were learning about sunflower planting and different types of sunflower, the importance of sunflower, how it can be used. I use sunflower seed cake in the feeds for my pigs when I'm mixing feeds, but I don't use, we use sunflower oil, but I use the seed cake mostly in my farm. And then we went ahead. This was another variety of maize. It was amazing. It was a lot of variety of maize. But here we were learning about arrowroots. You can just hear this for yourself.
There's no water.
Yeah, that's it provided. Yeah, that's like nowadays we have some that can be planted without water. Even me, I have some in my plant. No water.
No water.
No swampy place. But like this one, you see this one, provided there is a moist, then they perform. But kitambo watu wanajua lazima niweke mahali kwa swampy, but they just perform. Like this one, you see, just been irrigated.
So I learned that you can actually grow arrowroots without necessarily having a swampy place. That was very interesting. I always know, or I've always thought that arrowroots are only grown in swampy places. Then then I went ahead and looked at the rice farming. And the type of rice that was farmed there, and as we were walking along, we were seeing some like different things and how to maintain a rice farm. And then there was a greenhouse ahead of us with seeds, like, what can I call it? In the greenhouse that is there, that's where they remove some of the seed that they planted in these farms that were being shown. So it was really interesting, but I didn't manage to go inside it because it was closed. But we went ahead and looked at different flowers. There was a lot. I tell you, when you come to this place, you have to be prepared to learn a lot. Anyway, after learning a lot of things and my head was starting to spin, we went for some fun, camel riding with my son, and we were really enjoying this. It was my first time to ride a camel. I've never ridden a camel before. Let me tell you, it's a bumpy ride. It was not a smooth ride as that. But we had to do something as a family. You know, one of the funny things, or one of the things, or things that we can do, or the importance of visiting these places is that you know you get to learn a lot, you get to know new things, you can find new ways of preserving things, or preserving the things that you already have in the farm, like water conservation, manure conservation, feed conservation, a lot of things that we learned. You also get to learn about new crops and new seeds that you can use. And on top of that, this is a family thing. We got to do it with family members, and everybody at least get a chance to enjoy. And the ride was one thing, but getting down out of this camel, let me just talk about that. This was the most scary thing that I had to do with my son. I almost screamed because it was not getting down, it refused to go down. But when it was finally down, it almost felt like I was falling frontwards, and that was scary. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm happy that we got down. Back to what I was saying is that it's fun. You got to learn a lot of things. As for me, I learned a lot because it's very educational. And then we went to see around, just sightseeing with my family. Music and dances is very strange, and the kids enjoying some activities. And I finally today I really went overboard. I finally managed to go into this merry-go-round. I'm always scared about these things. I'm imagining the worst. I'm imagining what happens when you're up there. But I managed to do this. So it was really a beautiful view to be on top there. And it was a beautiful day. It was towards the end of the day. I am so happy that we did this. My family was very happy. And again, I want to thank you for being with us, or being with me and staying until the end. And thank you very much for always staying close, watching my videos, liking, sharing, and commenting. And I hope I will show you more in the next video. See you again soon. Bye bye.